Here we are, it's Monday again, it's that time, it's vlog time. Me and him, the fluffy creature, we're at Sandhurst Lake. Not been fishing very well, but you never know, you've got to be in it to win it. We've got 48 hours to see if we can catch one. Welcome to this week's vlog. First time you've come on the channel and you like these type of videos, then you may want to think about hitting the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell notification icon and you'll never miss another one of these videos being uploaded. So what's happening? Well, we're at Sandhurst, me and the old pork chop, he's in a bivvy, sound asleep, tucked away because it's cold. We've got 48 hours in front of us. We're going to try and land a fish. Haven't been very successful over on Sandy this winter. It was last winter, we was doing really well. If you've been watching me videos for a while, you know that we had a really good winter on it, really fished well, but it's been a bit of fits and starts on it. Nothing for me at all since I've been fishing it the winter. But I've just put the rods out. Now, I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. I got down, I had a little look about, there's a couple of guys dotted around, and the fish came out of the sort of middle section. The last few fish that have been out of the middle section. Fortunately, I couldn't get into that middle section. Didn't see anything this morning. So I've come in a swim which I'm very familiar with. It's got a nice deep sort of, I wouldn't say a gully, I'd say more of a bowl out there, about 70 yards I suppose, about 7-8 foot gully, a little bit deeper than surrounding gravel, and it's silt. Now to me, what I look for is something like that, silty depression, where all the natural food's going to congregate and attract in the winter time. Always like to fish silt in the winter. So I've put 3 rods out there, all together, all in that bowl. They're all about 10-15 foot apart. As you can see there, look, I'm fishing slackish lines. When I cast the rod out, I let the line settle on its own, then I put bobbing on and I put it on the bottom of the floor. So I'm looking for liners. I just want all that line that's out there, even though I'm using a fluorocarbon leader, which is going to be hugging that sort of contours of that bowl and up to the shallow water. I don't want anything going across out there which could deter possible fish coming into the area, onto the spot, or even feeding and getting down, because that water's quite clear at the moment. For winter it tends to go a lot clearer. So I've banged all 3 out there, all the same wraps, all the same area, wrapped up earlier on, got them all sorted out to the required amount, to where that bowl is, which I've got written down on my phone, because I always make, every lake I go to, I always sort of write it down or put it in my phone, the swim, where I'm standing, how many wraps it is to the area I found, if I've caught one off it, just so if I turn up again at any point, memory's not the best at the best of times, I can look at my phone, right, the swim, the car park swim at Sandhurst, X amount of wraps, 16.5, 17 wraps, 17.5 wraps, whatever it may be. I know that's where I've either had a bite from, or that's where I found that depression, or it might be a bar out there, or a patch of weed or something. So I'm more prepared. I'm sort of, you know, it's giving me confidence, because all my fishing's done on confidence, that I'm in the right area, on the right spot, fishing whatever it is, whatever feature is out there, that I've either had a fish before, or I know that's the sort of area that they get caught from. Water temperature is very, very low, 4.6 degrees, absolutely bloody freezing. Last 2 nights have been bitter. Tonight's going to be a lot warmer, but it's going to be about 7 or 8 degrees. We've got a bit of rain coming in, as you see now, looking up there. It's quite cloudy, overcast, still cold. I've got my jacket on and my silly hat, just to take the edge off it. I'm going to put my merino wool undergarments on. I've got my merino socks on. I'm going to be comfortable. So I'm not comfortable, I'm not fishing effectively, and I'm not confident in what I'm doing. I want to go home, which we can't do, because remember last time we was down, me and him we weren't feeling it. We just weren't feeling it, was we? But after one night, we was all G'd up, all ready to go and everything, and then I was just sitting there going, no, I'm not feeling it. I've got other things to do. Only happens to me once or twice a year, but that was one of them times. Rig-wise, bait-wise, what are we doing? Well, there was a guy just packing up as I pulled up this morning. He hasn't put any bait out there, which is good. I'm not going to put any bait out there because it's so cold, the water temperature, 4.6. Nothing's really showing. He said he hadn't seen anything, possibly may have seen a couple, but he hadn't seen anything. No one's getting loads of bites, so I'm going to go on singles, which I've done. Earlier on, I banged out 3 singles on that combi rig which I showed you. I've got one on a white pop-up with a pink maggot cluster, one with a pink pop-up and a white maggot cluster, and one with a white pop-up and a white maggot cluster. God, that's a mouthful, isn't it? So yeah, I'm looking at all them 3 different matches and colours and options there. So they went out, went down nicely, felt the drop. Yeah, that's the deepest part of where I'm fishing in that bowl. Slacking off the lines, and I just put the bobbins on again, rest them on the floor. So hopefully, normally what happens if they're in the area, I'd rather just get a bite, I might get a couple of bleeps. You know, I'm looking for liners as well this time of year to see if they're in the area. You get a lot of liners, even if you're not getting any bites or anything. You get a few liners, you think, well, I was in the right area, I know they're there, they just weren't feeding that particular trip. I'm not going to put any spot out. I've got spot with me, because I brought it just in case it was all kicking off, or you know, it looked good, or fish were going mad. I would have put a little bit of feed out there to try and keep them going, try and keep them rubbing around. But I just don't think, in my opinion, it's worth putting anything out there, because they're just not feeding. There's lots of natural still out in the bottom. The guy was in here before, he said he's bringing out loads of bloodworm on his hook, which to me says the reason that's why they're not feeding. Too much natural food out there. So one little nugget, one little lure sitting out there with a white pop-up or whatever colour it may be, that might be just enough to entice the fish to drop down and you'll get a bite. That's what I'm hoping. That's my plan of attack. That's what I'm going to do. I may not even bring them in tomorrow. They've gone out, all 3 perfect. I'm happy with the spots. Nothing else happens with them. Look, black chickens, they don't pick me up, I'm going to leave them. That's another good thing about not putting any bait out there. You don't attract the bird life on your area, so they're less likely to see it. So that's the plan of action. That's what we're doing. We've got a bit of proper bit of ribeye steak tonight. Mrs. B has excelled herself as usual. Me and the old fluffy creature, he'll be having the bits, the cut-offs, the fat, and I should be having a nice bit of steak. We've got vegetables. We've got, I think we might have carrots and all that sort of stuff. So a whole hearty meal. Still on the diet. We lost £2 last week, and it wasn't out of my pocket like Mrs. B said to me. When I told her, I said, yeah, I've lost £2 this week. Feeling all happy for myself. What? She went, what, out of your pocket? Cheeky sod, eh? So we're going to learn her, aren't we? We're going to show her. So we're going to keep her on a diet. No carbohydrates, no potatoes, no bread. And that's what we're going to do. See if we can get down, see if we can lose another £2, so I get down to 15 stone. And then before the end of next year, I want to be down to 14 stone. That's the plan. It might all go tits up and I might be on the chocolate and back on the fags and everything, so we shall see. But at the moment, I'll put my mind to it. Him, all you can see is his coat hanging out the side of it in there. He's just got himself right tucked in as usual, and he's not coming out for nothing. That's it, he's gone to sleep. Oh, he will come out when I start cooking up the steak later on. Oh mate, he'd be my best mate. He'd be my best mate. I'm going to try and get a little bit of a shot of, I don't know if you was on one of my live feeds, if you've seen the live feeds from a while ago, where I've got a little bit of food and I'm putting my hand near it like that, and he thinks it's his, and he starts growling and going mad at me. I'm going to try and get that on film over the next couple of days, but it's quite hilarious where he gets the right hump. If he thinks he's going to be outdone with a bit of grub, the only time he sort of wakes up and you think he's alive. Yeah, so that's us. That's the plan of attack. Keep watching, keep looking to see if we see anything. Look for them liners. Hopefully we might snag a fish. You never know. You've got to be in it to win it, and it really does only take one bite. It really does. I'm confident what I'm doing. That's the plan. I wish I could put a bit of spot out there, because I know they like it in here. They're just not having that water temperature so low. I just don't think it's the way to go. Just don't think it's the one, putting loads of bait out. Singles, we'll see what happens. Right, so that's me. I'm going to sit down, get sorted for the evening, but what's the time? It's about 2:30 now. Another hour or so and it's bloody dark. 4 o'clock, dark o'clock. Radio will be on and we'll be enjoying our 48 hours, me and the Carp Dog. Right, catch you soon, guys. Sun's gone down, just had an absolute beautiful dinner. Mrs. B put in proper bit of steak. We had loads of nice vegetables, carrots, broccoli, those little corn on the cob things. Beautiful bit of steak as well, absolutely really enjoyed it. But the reason I'm coming back to you is that I don't like the fatty bits. So I put the fatty bits on a plate down there. Right, look, can you see them? Fatty bits are down there. He's making an appearance. You don't normally make an appearance, only when there's food about. So watch this, right? Watch this one. Look, oh look, the head's on the thing. Look, he can't wait to get into it. Right, watch this. Right, watch what he does. Right, watch. Look, he's getting up there. Watch, look. If I go towards it, don't forget it's my steak that I'll put down there. Watch, look. He's not happy. He's not happy because he can't. He thinks I want to eat it now, but it's mine. It's mine. He thinks it's his now. Look at him. Look. Watch him. Look. Let's go. If I went for that bit of steak, he'd bite me. He thinks it's his bit of steak. Whose bit of steak's that? Watch. Look. Is it mine? No, it's not mine, is it? It's his. But watch. Go on in. Go on in. Now we go and eat it. Look, never see him. He's gonna get burnt now. Never see him. Apart from his food about. Look. Watch, look. Oh, he's having a little. He get a little growl at me. So there you go. That's what he's like when he's around a bit of food. Don't see him all day. As soon as I have my dinner, cut off my fatty bits. Bang, he's on it. And if I go near it, oh mate, he kicks up a proper fuss. Have my hand off, he would if I actually touched the steak. Well, mine, but it's my steak. Right, back to the fishing. Look. Don't need a washer-upper, I've got him. Bloody thing. Right, what's happening? What's happening out there? Well, not seen anything. Plenty of black chickens, mind you, plenty of black chickens. But no fish, no liners, no nothing. But we're out there, we're in it to win it. Got 48 hours and we're going to give it a good go. Look at him, look. He's looking for more. Oh, he better have a little drink now to wash down the steak. Look. You watch, you get back in bed now, look, you come back in. That's it, he's looking for more steak. There ain't no more steak, mate, I tell you. There we go. So yeah, so not a lot to report at the moment, but it's early into the session. Just thought I'd share that with you, with him, how he behaves around a bit of steak. Right, he was on that. He would have been on my hand if I'd actually touched the steak. My bit of steak and all that I'd cut off. He's still licking that plate, trying to get more out of it. Right, I love you and leave you. Just thought I'd show that with you and share it with you. Catch you in the morning. Well, it's cold and there's not a lot happening. There's only one thing for it, and let's get on. Look at that, look. A proper cup of coffee, percolated coffee. A little bit of kit I got myself from Navitas at one of the carb shows. Makes a perfect cup of percolated coffee. All you do is you fill it up with water in the bottom, unscrew it, fill it up with water. In the little insert that goes, you put in your ground coffee, or you can get these pads from Tesco's or wherever that you can just stick in there, screw it on top, put it on a cooker, and you get perfect, proper percolated coffee. So to cheer myself up, I'm having one of them this morning, proper cup of coffee. That wind's pushing in and it's quite cold. We've still got another night. It was very quiet last night, no liners, no nothing, really quiet. And I haven't seen or heard of anything coming out, and I haven't seen anything showing this morning. So we're, yeah, I think we're up against it. I think we could have another Terry Wogan, checkbook and pen, blankety blank on the cards. Although we've still got another night. You never know, you just never know, do you? Could all turn around tonight and we could have a fish or a couple. Because that's what happens in winter. It just switches on, little windows of opportunity, and then it switches off. I'm not going to reel in the rigs. They went out fine. I'm happy with them. I'm going to leave them out there. I've got nice drops on them, so they will stay where they are until I go home tomorrow. Not putting no bait out there over the top. Just going to leave it as it is. Oh, I'm just waiting for that to boil. Just checking it out. And that's the plan of action. Just keep on keeping on what we're doing. Not going to change anything. Not going to move. There's nothing's happening anywhere. If I saw fish up the other end and they were coming out, or someone had caught one, or I actually just even saw them, I'd probably pack up and move and get up there. Because in the winter, they don't tend to move very far from where they're showing, and that would be what I would do. I would pack up, zoom up the other end before anyone else, and get in there and see if we can catch one. The same tactics, little singles out there, try and nick a bite. That's all we're doing at the moment. We're trying to nick a bite, but it's very, very quiet. Not a lot happening. So I'm going to wait for this to boil, which shouldn't be too long. I'm going to pour it into my sports cup, because I've left my other cup indoors, schoolboy error. Yeah, I'm just checking out if it's boiling yet, percolating. You can hear it goes pop, 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 pop. And we're going to tough it out for the next 24 hours before we go home in the morning. So not a lot to report, guys, apart from having a nice cup of coffee. Where is it? Eventually, when it boils. And chill out with him in there. Yeah, you can't even see him as usual. He's tucking himself away. Oh, it's boiling! Look, it's boiling! Look at that! Look! Do you hear it percolating? What happens is, look, in the top bit. See it? Look at that noise! Look. That's more or less done. So it's all nice and done. That is. Let's have a look. Look. Let me just pour that in. Does about one big cup, I suppose. Yeah. All we do is we put some milk into that, and that's a proper cup of percolated ground coffee. What more could you want? It's like being indoors, isn't it? Bit of luxury for a change. Got a bit of luxury in the winter, isn't you? So right, that's where we're at, guys. I'm going to enjoy my coffee, sit down with the old pork chop in the bivvy, look out, see what happens, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we might have one to show you later on. I doubt it, but you never know. Catch you soon. Welcome back. Sun's going down. Not seen a bloody bean all day. I just can't believe it. I haven't seen anything. It's been warmer today. Water temperature's gone up to 5 degrees, 5 to 5.1. Got a little bit of a wind coming in here now, blowing a westerly. Been looking all day. I've been concentrating on seeing if there's any fish moving. No liners, no nothing. Really disappointing. Really disappointing. Not seen anything. It's bloody hard going. Really hard going. Don't know what to say really. But you've got to keep on keeping on, haven't you? While them rods are out there on the dance floor, you've always got a chance. As I said earlier, I'm leaving the rods out, leaving the combi rigs, those little pop-ups on. They're staying out there. Going to see what happens till tomorrow morning. Going to have another nice dinner, cuddle up to him, fluffy creature in there. He has been out a couple of times today, believe it or not, sniffing around. When the bailiff came around earlier, he was out like a whippet. But it's, yeah, I mean, I spoke, a couple of guys come around earlier on, nothing going on. They've seen no liners, seen no fish. Very, very, very quiet. 2 or 3 guys have gone home, but you can switch on like that. I think we're in the right area. There's nothing else to go on. I would have moved. If I'd seen fish somewhere else, I definitely would have moved 100%. I would have packed up, made the effort to get a bite. So we haven't had a bite yet this year, 2018. We had one the end of last year, that lovely 47 common, ghosty common. But since then, nothing. I've had 2 or 3 trips, but nothing at all. So here and to the Park Lake, not seen a fish anywhere since middle of December. Well, the weather is up and down. One week you'll get a couple of warm days. Next week it'll be minus temperatures, the lake's frozen. It's not good for the fish, I don't think. High pressure, low pressure, and they're just switching on maybe 1 day a week to feed. And you've got to be on the lake that one day, in the right swim, presenting the right bait to have a chance of hooking one. So whilst it's enjoyable to be here, it's always nice to be out, it's always nice to talk to you, show you what I'm doing, but it's not always nice to blank, is it? But we all blank, particularly this winter. I haven't heard anyone really caning it anywhere, or any particular lake fishing really, really well. It's just been one of them quiet winters, unlike last winter, which was really, really good for a lot of people. So we're going to keep on keeping on. Got to be in it, win it, and it really does only take one bite. I'm going to settle in with a fluffy creature. Look, you can see, I don't know if you see that, but look, all I can see is a tail. All I can see is a tail in there. That's it. He'll be out when the old scraps are out again, like last night. We've got steak and vegetables again, sticking on the diet. Plenty of bloody bananas and apples and fruit today. Boiled eggs, everything, just no carbs. So it won't be, unfortunately, tomorrow Kentucky Fried Chicken on the way home. Not at the moment, anyway. Got to stick to it. Right, I'll give you a last shot of the sun going down. Hopefully, I'll be talking to you this evening in the dark with a nice scaly one. But you never know, let's hope, fingers crossed. Let's just enjoy it and see what happens in the night. See you in the morning, guys. Very, very, very quiet night. Not a lot happening at all. Didn't see anything, didn't hear anything, didn't get any liners, nothing. Just me and him, look. Here he is. Little carp dog, he's on patrol. Very quiet. Got really misty last night, couldn't see anything. And speaking to some of the other guys this morning before we put off to work, we're packing up as well. They haven't seen anything or anything. 2 days not seen a bloody dicky bird, but that's winter fishing, isn't it? It's just the way it goes, just got to keep on keeping on. So look, everything's packed away more or less. All that's left now is my rods and my net and a few other bits and pieces to pack up, and then we'll be off on our way home and to work, and hopefully back next week, or back to the car park next week. Car park? No, Park Lake next week. Look at him, look at him with his little coat. He's snuggle buggle with that, I tell you. Proper snuggle buggle, look at him. Bless him, he wants to go home, I want to go home, I've had enough. Not even got picked up by a black chicken. What a result, and there's quite a few of them out there. So, that's me, that's us done. Until the next time, if you like these type of videos, guys, and you like what I'm doing here, then you may want to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell notification icon, and you'll never miss another video again. See you for the next video.